Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to go ahead and talk about tactical arbitrage. Many members in the past have asked, um, as they get started with using tactical arbitrage, they say, "Hey, I'm not, finding any profitable products, or I'm not really sure how to use this." So I wanted to go over how I use tactical arbitrage and kind of what we recommend on how you get it set up to go ahead and really take advantage of tactical arbitrage as your main tool for online sourcing. Um, Personally, tactical arbitrage is probably about 90% of my business. So I use it often. It works well for me, and I really hope to pass on, some of the very basic knowledge of how to get it to work for you here in this video. So we're going to go ahead and start off with kind of just talking about how to get your tactical arbitrage set up. The first thing I'm going to point out here is on the left-hand side under videos, tactical arbitrage has a robust library of videos that talks about each and every piece of functionality that it has within the tool. Something that I want to point out here because it is important, because what you'll do is you'll actually hook up your tactical arbitrage to your Amazon account. And that might be like, more of a technical thing that maybe some don't understand, but they clearly outline the steps in one of these videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick search here and look for MWS. Essentially what you're doing is you are taking your MWS key from Amazon, you're generating one from Amazon, and then inputting it into your tactical arbitrage under your settings here. This video right here looks like section 19.01 will go through step by step on how to set up your Amazon MWS keys. Okay, so that's one of the very important videos to check out. Before you actually get started here, I do recommend watching every single one of these videos so you understand exactly what the tool is capable of. All right, let's kind of get into setting up your tactical arbitrage. So we do have a code that we've worked out with tactical arbitrage that actually gives you a 10-day free trial versus their standard 7-day free trial. You can go ahead and find that in the recommended software tools channel. That is, again, going to allow you to get a 10-day free trial instead of the standard 7-day free trial. So what you'll do is when you log into tactical arbitrage, you'll be taken to your dashboard here where you can see current scans that are going on. You can quickly look at any scans that you are queued up for, look at any of your saved scans as well. And today we're really going to focus on, just searching websites for products. We'll have deeper guides into how to use the Amazon flip and the reverse search at another time. But let's go ahead and get you started and prepared to do, really your first search on tactical arbitrage. So we're going to come over here to the product search tab. And as we do that, this screen may look different from what you're seeing. So what you actually need to do is switch this toggle up here from basic, which is probably what you're seeing, to advanced. And this is typically the screen that we work on. All right. Tactical arbitrage has the ability to source websites in the USA along with other countries here. So if you do live in some of these other countries, just know these are the countries that Amazon supports retail websites for. And then you're going to identify that, what Amazon country you're selling in. So if you're in the US, you're selling it in the US marketplace versus like the Canadian marketplace and things like that. And again, that's going to depend on your Amazon account. But as most of us are based in the US, you can just go ahead and leave these as is. Right? Tactical arbitrage has the capabilities to search, I think it's over 1,000 different websites here. As you can see, it's a pretty extensive list of websites in the US. Our recommendation is to start really at the first website here and spend 2 to 3 weeks searching every single website on this list. Just literally go down the list, look for the sale or the clearance section of each of these different websites. We'll talk about how to input that section here in Tactical Arbitrage in a moment. But literally, you're going to search the clearance or the sales section of every single website. Now, that may sound like a tedious task, but in reality, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to learn what every website sells. You're going to be able to start to identify products that you can't sell and that you need to get approval for that may have profit, or that you start to see trends of profit within those brands and categories. And you're going to be able to identify what does sell. Many people who source, kind of either by doing RA or OA, tend to go to just the big box stores to look for product. Big box meaning like Target, Walmart, Kohl's, Best Buy. The reality is a lot of these smaller websites have hidden gems all over the place, and not many people are sourcing from there. So again, that exercise of going through every website is going to allow you to find those gems that people aren't looking for, or people aren't being able to find because they're not looking in those smaller places. The other thing that you can do is, recommend setting up some type of like junk Gmail folder or something, or Gmail email or Yahoo email, whatever your preference is there, and actually sign up for every single one of these websites so that you can get an email knowing when sales are happening and when promotions are happening and what they are. That'll be able to allow you to target in on specific sites during specific points within the year, depending on when they're having their sale. All right, so how do we actually start to search one of these websites? So I'm going to take an example here. I'm going to use Kohl's, again, big box store, but it's an easy example to show. I have a couple of different options here to search through the website. Tactical Arbitrage will break down all the different categories here that the website and like kind of the website map has, and I literally can go through here, right? And I can like if I want to sell let's say beauty products, okay, I can drill down and see that there's a sale 10% off or more within that beauty category, or all these other subcategories, and I can further drill down that way. But if I want to sell or scan, I should say, the entire beauty category, simply need to click that box and then add this to bulk. Okay, once I add that to bulk, I'm telling the system now that we want Kohl's to scan all of beauty. Okay. You can add multiple categories as well. Just know that this number here of categories selected can exceed 500. So maybe we want to go ahead and select clearance. We'll add that to bulk. What else? Maybe electronics. We can add that. Home goods for the home is typically a pretty good category to start with when you're brand new. There's a lot of products there are eligible to be sold by new sellers. Okay, we'll see if they have a video game section. Let's see if we can find that. Maybe not, but maybe we go ahead and select toys, add that to bulk. All right, so you get the idea there. We can add these different categories. What I'm going to do next is actually be able to start to tell Tactical Arbitrage, as you're searching for these products, only show me products that fit this criteria. Okay, so you've got things like source price adjustment. Maybe there's a 15% off coupon that you have across your entire purchase. Maybe you're getting 3% cash back from Rakuten. You can apply a gift card, whatever it may be. And then you can also, increase your or input your sales tax here. All right. Moving down, you also have the ability to remove items based off of these filters. I typically remove products that are out of stock. Sometimes you might want to keep this on because you can get alerted by Tactical Arbitrage when profitable products come back in stock. So again, that's completely up to you. And then I also remove if Amazon is a seller and now in stock. You know, Twin has a great guide on competing with Amazon. Definitely check that out and decide whether you want to turn this filter on. You can provide other filters like, and you guys can look through this. I don't need to go through all of them. Cost and fees, standard cost to prep per product, uh, cost to ship per product. It's generally like 50 cents a pound. Okay. And then here you can identify what the profit and ROI is that you're looking for. I like to keep this pretty general in terms of a search, simply because I also want to be able to go through the products myself and be able to maybe identify some things that tactical arbitrage might miss. So I guess what I mean by that is, if I put, I only want to see items with 100% profit or more, right? I'm missing out on everything else that's like 99% profit or 50% profit, right? ROI, or I should say ROI. And all that is great product to source. So you want to kind of keep this at a minimum so you can kind of filter out, on your own the products that you want to see. So that's how you set your filters here in regards to the products that are coming back. And then once you've done that, all you need to do is simply hit search and it will start searching Kohl's. Now, once that's done, you do have the ability to go over to your search manager. And within your search manager, you can actually go ahead and here's the search that we just did. You can keep notes on it. You can rename it. Maybe we call this Kohl's clearance and toys. And then when you save the search, you'll actually have the ability to schedule this search to run weekly without actually having to redo this process all over again. So you can have tactical arbitrage consistently working for you, weekly or daily or monthly, whatever you want it to do, and consistently provide products that you can go through and filter through to see if you want to sell it. Right. Let's go ahead and run another search here, just to kind of show you some differences. Again, coming back to Kohl's, I'm going to go ahead and just delete that. The other way that we can do searches is by pulling a URL into tactical arbitrage. So if we're on Kohl's, I want to search something a little bit more specific than, let's say, this here. I can actually click on this button and it'll open up the Kohl's website. Okay, and once I'm in the Kohl's website, and really any other website, you can type things like clearance, right? And it'll bring up the entire clearance section. And once you have that clearance section brought up, okay, you just come up here to the address bar, you copy it, okay, and then now you can come back into tactical arbitrage, and then right here in the categories, you can paste it. And then you can also add multiple categories within a single search. So I want to search clearance. Maybe I'm ungated in Nike, and we do have a full Nike guide on how to get ungated. We go Nike, do a search there. Right now, this is going to bring all my Nike products up. Right, so maybe we add that. Okay, if you're ungated in Lego, right, same process. Let's go ahead and search for Lego. Right now, all the Lego products are going to come up for Kohl's. And let's go ahead and grab that. Okay, so you get the idea there. We can keep adding categories here for tactical arbitrage to search. So we'll go ahead and get that going as well. All right, so we've run a couple searches here. There are cases where inputting that URL won't work. Okay, I will go over a use case for that. So we're going to go over here and start a new search. And now I'm going to go and let's say Target. Okay. Target's a site where I know personally that the URL doesn't work. So for example, if we go ahead and open that up, I search for clearance. Okay. And at that point, I try and grab this entire URL. I run the product search. right, we're going to actually get back a message here once it starts. Okay, and it's trying to do a search, and you'll see here that like it's going to say no products found almost immediately. Yep, so the process was complete, nothing was found. Typically means that it wasn't able to read or scan the website. So what we have to do is, if we go back to Target, okay, here in the upper right-hand corner, there's a category example, okay, where it's actually telling you what you need to input into this category field. So it's using the code following the N contained in the URL. So these are some examples. Okay, so if we come back to the clearance section, here's actually the code that follows the N in the URL. Okay, so we'll just grab that, we'll input it here, and then we can go ahead and search, and then now that should work. Right, so try it out on a couple sites, but again, literally go into every single one of these websites and do that, right? You can easily find a category here on the right-hand side that you want to search, or you can go ahead and do the method of searching like the clearance or the deal section and pulling the URL. Again, if the URL doesn't work, just know, again, there's that tab up here that's going to, let me go ahead and start a new search. There's that tab up here that's going to tell you what is required for that website if the URL doesn't work, up here in the category example. All right. Okay, so now that we've got some searches running, you want to be able to see the data that the searches are finding. So before we get there, one quick thing is you want to set your cache here to live only. This will tell Tactical Arbitrage only to show products and the status of the products and the stock unit and the price and whatnot as of the way they currently are right now. You do have the ability to set like it to say, hey, I want you to search based off of all the prices and, within the last 4 days kind of thing. But, if prices change, right, what does that kind of mean to you? I mean, yeah, you get some type of price history from a retail perspective around that product, but doesn't mean you'll be able to buy it at that price. You want to know, what the price is right now because you're ready to buy right now. So yeah, make sure that's live only. All right, so let's go ahead and view the results of the searches that we're doing. So if we go ahead and click on view data, okay, one of the first things I want to talk to you about is getting your tabs set up. So again, you want to be on the advanced setup here, and you want these columns organized in a meaningful way for you. Okay, what we suggest, or what I suggest, is that number one, you have your keep a chart or your history chart. You have your estimated monthly sales column, where I can buy this from, how much is the price from my source, what is Amazon selling it for, the link here to the Amazon product listing. This is the product image. We want to make sure that it matches. I'm sorry, this is the link to the product at Target. This is the link to the product on Amazon. So we can scroll to the right here. We can see here our gross profit, our gross ROI. Then we get to see some price history here, like the average 90 days, average 30 days, etc. Because there's a long list of fields here that you can have, again, I recommend that you have the first like 10 or so fields that are most important to you here at the top. You can simply drag and drop and bring them across just like that. Or there's an easier way of just managing your columns. Okay, and then at this point, you can turn on or turn off fields with a click, or you can drag fields up or down. Okay, so go ahead and take a screenshot of this right here in case you want to set up your columns the same way I do. This is how I have my first 10 or so columns set up that are most important to me. Okay. All right, so let's keep going. So what I'll do next is I will sort to the top. the estimated monthly sales. So to me, it's important to understand if a product is selling or not and how often it's selling. If there's a product that makes, 2,000% ROI, but it has zero sales, I'm probably not going to buy it. So at this point, I don't really care about the profit that is available or the ROI that's available um, until I understand how fast something is selling. Okay, so if we look at this, we see the Keepa chart here. Again, Twin does a great job in going over Keepa. We see that Amazon is sometimes in stock, indicated by this yellowish or orangish area on the graph. It seems like when Amazon does go out of stock, it tends to slow down a little bit in terms of sales. But this is a great selling product. If we scroll to the right, we can see here that it's $29.99 at Target. It's $57.99 at Amazon. Okay, it looks like there's roughly a $14 profit, 48% after all Amazon fees. So I may want to look into this a little bit deeper. So I can go ahead from here and open up the product link. Again, we can confirm what the price is, confirm if it's in stock. If it's not on stock online, maybe consider picking it up and doing some OA. Okay, so this looks like it's in stock. I can buy, a bunch of them. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like on Amazon. So I can go ahead and click on Amazon link over here. And here we can see what's going on. So this is a Death at the Dive Bar game. But it looks like there's also some other kind of other game here or complete set. So I'm going to take a look at the title or the description. So Hunted Killer Death at the Dive Bar, immersive murder mystery game. Take on the unsolved case as an independent challenge. So it looks like it's just this product here. And again, we can see all the different buying options to see what the prime price is. And looks like here, this is an FBM seller, so we're not concerned with them. Another FBM seller, because we're not concerned with them. And we can tell that they're FBM sellers because it says ship from the actual seller of the product. Whereas it looks like here is our first prime product, right? Ships from Amazon, sold by third-party seller, $46.50 is what they're selling it at the prime price. So you can come into Rev Seller and type $46.50. Our buy cost is $29.99 plus tax. So you can see here, is it the right price? $29.99? Yeah. So you can see here that there's really only $4.54 profit. So it's probably not something I'm interested in. I'm going to go ahead and keep moving forward. So we'll close those out, get all that closed out. We can move down to the next one. Again, fast moving product, 770 units, $5.99 on Target. Looks like it's $11.98, but then my profit's kind of small. So I will probably pass on that. But again, this is something where you can buy like a bunch of these, like 50 of these, right? And just make your $1.68 all day long if you wanted to. This is a potentially good product. Again, it's a Lego set, Ferrari, right? Making $6. Let's go ahead and double check and make sure that is legit. So again, on Target, it is available, hopefully. Limited stock. Looks like it's available for shipping, $14.99. If we come back here, we take a look on Amazon. Let's go ahead and see what the prime price is. Click on buying options here. And the prime price is $29.55. So let's go ahead and plug that in as the price that we want to compare against. It's $14.99, right? So yeah, so we're making six bucks. I'd probably buy this product. I'd actually probably buy a few of them, maybe like, I don't know, 15 or so, 10 or 15. I'd obviously do a little bit more research and go into my Keepa chart and understand, how many people are selling it, right? Looks like the number of sellers are dropping. Looks like Amazon is in stock sometimes on this product. So, actually, I probably won't buy 15. I might only buy like 5 or so, just to get in and out of the product here. Okay, but essentially, I do that. I go through my list, go down my list. Looks like again, Lego is a pretty profitable brand. It's a great brand to get ungated in. Video games is also good. I don't know what's essentially going on here. Let's take a look. So Marvel Avengers, Xbox, Marvel Avengers. Let's see what price this is on Amazon. $108 doesn't sound legitimate, but let's go ahead and double check here. Actually, let's look at Target first. See what we're actually buying. So Xbox Series X, Deluxe Edition, physical, can't sell digital games. So physical, Xbox One, Deluxe Edition, $54.99, not available, limited stock. So I might want to do RA on this. Let's go ahead and see what this edition is actually selling for on Amazon. So we got Xbox One, which isn't even in stock. Digital, okay, so it's this Earth's Mightiest Edition is the one that's selling for a lot. So Deluxe Edition, yeah, I can't even check because Xbox One isn't even in stock there for version. So, but based off of this, it doesn't look like it's probably going to be selling much. So we'll keep going. We got some Barbies here. It's making $5. This one's making $4. This Lego's making $5, 55% ROI. This is probably a good one to take a look at. Hot Wheels display case, 79% ROI. But it looks like, see what that is. So you can go down this list, right? And you can start to try to identify the products here that you want to look for. What is going on here? This is pretty big profit. Minecraft, another portal. Out of stock. That's too bad. That's probably why this price is so high at $104 on Amazon. But yeah, you guys get the point. You're going to scroll through this list, look for profitable products. Here's another good one. Sold in the past. And basically, you're going to see what you're approved to sell in. You're going to pick and choose products. I typically only go down to like 20 to 30 units per month that sell, and I don't really look beyond that. I'm kind of the person that wants to get in and out of products pretty quickly. But it looks like there's some really good products here. So I'm going to take my time and go through this once we're done with the video. But yeah, that's how you actually go through and find product, and then start making a list there of what you want to buy. If you want to save these products in hopes that you can get them later on as well, you do have the ability to add them to, you can favorite them, and then you can add them to a folder that you can create. So that way you can actually get notified on when these products like change prices or come back in stock or things like that. All right. Anything else that I want to go over here? I will kind of talk about the always be scanning as we go ahead and try and wrap up this video for now. Again, we'll do deeper dives into like the reverse search and Amazon flips area. But the always be scanning is tactical arbitrage is consistently scanning like the top 1,000 products in every category. I'm sorry, the top 100,000 ranked products in every category, and just providing you a random list of those products. So you can spend time here and literally go through and try and find stuff that you wouldn't even think about searching for, right? And seeing if there's products. So just right away, I'm seeing this cat flap, looks like for the door, right? That's something I probably wouldn't have ever even thought about looking at. You can take a look there. Just a bunch of random stuff here. Tumblers, right? So check that out. Same process goes with your view data tab. Go ahead and manage your columns here the same way. Manage columns, right? And set that up. And I mean, just those two pieces alone should set you up to do a ton of business on Amazon. Again, it's my main source of business. So, feel free to do that. If you have any questions, feel free to open a ticket, ask questions in chat, support. Many of our members are using a tactical arbitrage. And again, we'll go ahead and point you to the code that you can use that we've been able to obtain for our members for the 10 days of free trial for tactical arbitrage. And again, be on the lookout for the more advanced guides on some of these other features here coming very soon. So thanks again. We'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.